Hello everyone, welcome back, Classwarrior87, Sekiro playthrough. It is Easter Sunday today, a national day of drinking. So in honour of that, and in honour of this awesome game, and in honour of the fact that I'm so lame that I've never drank sake before, I ordered some sake the other day, and it just arrived this morning. Choya sake. I've had it steeping in, the bottle's been resting in a tub of hot water for the past sort of 20 minutes or so. It's nice and warm. It's warm enough that it's warm in the cup that it's in when decanted, which is awesome. So yeah, cheers everyone. We're nearing the end of the game now. There's going to be some really tough fights, and really, it's going to make our father look easy in comparison. So, I've never tried sake up until today, and yeah, it's definitely a wine. What the fuck? Okay, don't walk into the lightning. Not helpful at all. But I've never had this stuff, and yeah, I mean, I can understand why these people at this time in history, when things were just totally fucked up, would drink a lot of this stuff. I haven't had enough yet to feel any real effects from it, although after the first few mouthfuls I instantly started to sweat, which was interesting. These stairs don't seem very safe, do they? Like, imagine all the like moss and shit, you'd be slipping and breaking your fucking ankles. Just jump around like a lunatic on them. Nope, it's safe, totally fine. Okay, I mean I sense some real health and safety concerns with these stairs, but anyway, we're up to the Divine Dragon, that's what's coming next, and then we're going to return straight away after that to Ashina Outskirts and revisit that. I mean, if this isn't like super soulsy, I don't know what it is, because like, hey, she's the skeleton, right? Like, she is the skeleton leaning against the can you hear the sound of Get Good? Hard to describe the taste of this stuff. It's like, tastes a bit like white wine but softer, but the level of alcohol feels stronger in terms of like, I can feel that it's got a kick in the back of the throat. But I've warmed it up so it's kind of quite smooth and pleasant actually. Although that said, it's actually quite a nice spring warm day out there. The sun's shining. So it's probably not the right. I should probably try some cold later on, maybe. I mean, I've got a big bottle of it, so I can have whatever the fuck I like today. And today is going to be one of those days. I'm not at work tomorrow, so fuck. I am sessioning today, so I may be a bit wrecked later on in the stream, especially if I decide to take on Demon of Hatred or Sword Saint Ishii, which I don't think I'm going to do in this video. It'll be surely a separate video for those. In fact, I think each one probably deserves its own video, because each one has the potential to drag on for a long time whilst I get practiced and competent at beating them again. Okay, so, I mean, straight away this is a bit weird, and it's like, what the fuck's going on here? I mean, clearly, you know, the dragons are not feeling very well. They're all sort of coughing up poison and shit, which is weird. Oh, this is really, what is that one? I mean, it sounds like a fucking lung cancer support group in here. Sounds like me after smoking bottom pipe. Yeah, just massacre these guys. When you get a death blow on one, you can then pick them up and sort of swing them around and use them as a weapon to thrash all the others. I mean, this is not meant to be. Right, that's the only part you need to watch out for. The tree branches coming through. You can then grapple to them, get a plunge attack on like any of these, and then you'll basically wipe them all out with that attack. It's honestly, this is like not even, oh, come on, not even remotely challenging. It's just, I'm not sure what the purpose of it is, because the fight actually becomes really cool in the second part, but this part I just don't get. I feel like it has to be something to do with, you know, the law and basically the theory that makes the most sense to me that I've heard was that basically when Owl removed the branch from the Everblossom, that actually the dragon is the Everblossom, so it's sick because it's like dying and stuff from, you know, being plucked and all that shit. Came from the Divine Realm. It's the tree. The dragons are the tree. The dragon is the tree over there as well, so, you know. So, all I'm taking from this is like, the dragon is the tree, right? I mean, that makes sense. It makes all the sense. Why am I struggling to avoid that? But anyway, when Owl took the dragon's, the tree, the branch from the Everblossom, the tree died and withered away. But more importantly, he took a major branch off it, which is like taking an arm, right? Well, hold that thought. The guy in Mibu Village was not lying, like, the sake shit is making me thirsty. It's almost like a soup warmed up, like, it kind of reminds me a little bit of miso soup, actually. Although it's less kind of fishy tasting than miso. So yeah, you know how one of the branches was removed? Well, look at the where the dragon's left arm should be. There's a bit of a stump there, isn't there? What happened there? I think that the Everblossom was, or the dragon is the spirit of the Everblossom or something along those lines. Okay, so it's quite a gimmicky fight, but actually quite fun and epic. So he's going to create these things. You want to grapple to whichever one's got the lightning on, and straight away lightning return. Oh, yeah, it helps if you lock on. I totally screwed that up. He mostly just fires like blades at you that are really easy to avoid. Like that. And there's like a horizontal sweep and a diagonal one, and then there's like a crazy ass combo that he does partway through the fight. There we go, you just basically want to do that a bunch of times, and that's the fight. There's a bit where he starts doing some crazy shit and you just gotta avoid it and like survive it for a bit, and that's it. Oh, come on. It's bullshit. Okay, probably best just to sprint through that, to be honest. Just sprint to the sides. Clearly the easiest option here. So if he's doing the sweeps, just jump them. Easy enough. Okay, just like I said, just sprint. Ah, what? Okay, he's getting angry now, I think. Right, okay, so once you sort of get to a certain point, you'll do this whole, like... He's gonna get angry and do a bunch of new stuff now. That's fine. Just deflect it, honestly. Jump it. Jump it. It's easily telegraphed, you can tell he's doing a sweep. Diagonal. Diagonal. Vertical. 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 Totally fine. All good. See? It's not even anything to be worried about. I mean, you can't even break your posture. Oh, shit. Okay, now this is the bit where you want to watch out and be a bit more careful. Yeah, I handled that awfully, but I still survived. Let that be a lesson. you know, you can still screw up and you'll be okay. I mean, once you get past that one bit, that's it. I get the impression that the dragon's meant to be weak because storyline reasons and stuff. But like... ah, fuck. That was some bullshit. That's the thing, you can just wait for him to be done with his combo and then resurrect. No problem. I'm a bit sad that I've never died in this fight before. Oh yeah. As soon as he's down, after that big epic thing that we just did, just run up his sword, stab motherfucker in the face. Pretty cool fight overall. I mean, the first phase seems a bit lame, and I don't know why they did that. They could have had 2 phases of that second phase, and that would have worked for me with perhaps... I don't know. I don't know. It was a good fight. I played it really badly though, I'll be honest. Like, I've never died like that. But actually dying can work to your advantage if you die at the start of that long combo, because you can skip the fucking thing entirely by being done. In fact, it might even be worth popping a hidden tooth. If you're low on health, just pop a hidden tooth at the start. When he goes to do it, and that'll that'll work. So there we go, the Divine Dragon, ancient deity of the Everblossom. I mean, could that be more obvious to what I was talking about just now? Okay, so there we go. So straight after that we'll be thrown back into Ashina Castle, which we weren't at before, so it's obvious that something's going on again.
Why
has he got his sword in his hand? It doesn't sound like he just like passed away, does he? He's got his... Central forces, we're calling them now. So, this is where we fought Genichiro right at the start of the game. If you go there again, you're going to fight the last boss. Simple as. Okay, so you can basically just go to the end boss now if you choose to. I don't recommend it because there's so much stuff to get besides that. So we're gonna re-explore the Ashina. I keep saying Outskirts, but I mean Castle and Outskirts because part of it's still the castle's worth doing a bunch of stuff here. So straight away down the front, we got a guy with a fucking flamethrower, and just all battle going on and stuff. This is the opportunity if you want to farm things like fulminated mercury en masse. You can do it now. Obviously, you've got to kill the Divine Dragon before you get to this point, but you know. There's a few extra mini-bosses scattered around this place, and we get to go back to Ashina Outskirts, where there is basically, you know, a optional mega boss, which is worth doing because you'll get some awesome shit from it, and you'll also get some lapis lazuli, so you definitely want that. Okay, first mini boss in this area. Now most of the enemies and stuff inside this area haven't really changed much. It's more that as we get towards Outskirts and around the outsides of the castle, inside the castle things are pretty much the same as ever, so nothing really new there. If we go to Ishin's watchtower, there's a mini boss downstairs from here. A red-eyed, angry Ashina elite guy. He's not a happy bunny. Oh shit. Jesus. Yeah, this guy's no joke. I mean, he's not really any tougher than the other Ashina elite, but he just does more damage, which is, you know, it makes a difference. Because if you fuck up, you're dead. However, there is an easy way to deal with this guy. So, oh shit. So, as Emma said, the Central Forces have now, you know, made themselves known around here. So, hey Mr. Lone Shadow, you want to come around here and help me out a bit? Come on. Cool, thanks. So this is like one area where you can have the enemies do much of the hard work for you. And there's a bunch more of these Lone Shadow guys just lurking around the area that you can use, and actually, for the most part, they do a great job of beating the fuck out of this dude. They can pummel him like into submission over and over again. Like, I've seen them just like beat him, like beat him down to the death blow, and then just repeatedly pummel him after that. But obviously, they can't deliver the death blow, so they never actually kill him. Okay, so. Okay then. Fuck's sake, man. I don't fucking think so. Let's go get another one. It's hard to get the attention of these guys sometimes because they're already engaged in combat. Come on. Yes, 3 of these guys. This'll be an absolute stomp. Provided that I don't die. Okay, let's do this. Come on, fellas, where you at? Oh, I nearly got. I didn't expect that, but I could have had the stealth opener as well on the boss there. I best go and find the 3rd guy because I think I left him behind. Come on. Oh god. I got stuck there. Didn't quite go to plan, and I think he's about to kill me. Fuck this. I'm gonna go quickly grab the dojo bonfire idol. Guy's still lurking in there. Actually, might be worth bringing him with us. control. He's red eye, so fire is always a good idea against red eyes. Okay, so if you just block his first one and then follow up with a flame vent, it seems to work quite nicely. I need to back out and heal. Right, okay. Okay, yeah, this is... Ah, come on. Right, yeah. Just gotta remember to take your situational advantages in this game. If you're having a tough time with an enemy, just remember that they've all got weaknesses. And this guy's his fire because he's got glowing red eyes, so we knew that already. So whenever you see a glowing red eye guy, just fucking use fire, man. It works a treat. Not only it'll stun them, just the presence of the fire, even if it doesn't hit them, it'll stun them briefly. And if you do hit them and they get burned, they get stunned for even longer than they normally would if they were burn victims. So that's the first one down. What? Why am I in combat all of a sudden? Anyway, don't think there's anything new inside the castle besides like that really, but I think what I'll do is I'll just quickly grab the idol in here. You gotta basically reactivate all the idols like you did the first time coming through here. And sorry, the second time coming back here, rather. I'm just gonna quickly drop down to the lower floor. Go get the Serpent Shrine. Oh, hang on. We've got a battle memory here. The divine dragon of the Everblossom came from the west long ago, eventually making its way to this land. Some parts of Ashina are exceedingly old. Water coursing through ancient rocks and soil allowed the dragon to take root. Okay, wow. So the dragon is the spirit of the tree, essentially, or the deity of the tree. Actually, it is specifically described as a deity. So interesting. Okay, so some stuff's changed slightly in here, although not a lot. It's just these guys fighting in here, as we saw before. Yeah, nothing particularly interesting going on in here, actually. Like I demonstrated there, feel free to use the enemies as a way of assisting on the mini-boss, but it's not really necessary if you just use fire. So the Shogunate forces have now invaded and pretty much occupied everything at this point. So we're going to see a few new versions of these enemies, including the guy with the flamethrower, which is fun, especially if you puppeteer him. Quite like these guys. They're a bit more of a challenge than your standard enemy, and they just have a bit more of a reward for beating them. Decent sand, decent items. You can get fulminated mercury from these guys potentially, which is awesome. It occurs to me now that I missed an eavesdrop opportunity on that mini boss. I don't know what he says. It's something about I don't know. I honestly don't know. Try not to miss out on it if you're doing it. If you sneak up, you can to the entrance of the room. You can eavesdrop him just for a bit of a war. Pretty sure he talks about his devotion to Ashina or something like that. I remember from last time. So these guys won't even fight back anymore. They're just like they're totally subdued. The Buddhist monk guy with the spear who always lurks around here, who we've killed a bunch of times. Kind of feel bad for this guy. He's expected to be helping out Ashina when actually, you know, Genichiro got his ass kicked and fled. And really, there's not much left to defend. Everyone's fucked. So this is where the Everblossom once was. Should probably let her go down to the other end first before doing this bit, because the whole Ashina Outskirts area is now back in play with totally overhauled design, new enemies everywhere, and just, yeah, it's awesome. So, however, if you go down this way, this is pretty much the end track to the last boss. However, there isn't at least one mini boss down here that I know of. There's also a ton of stuff going on down here. Honestly, it's really interesting watching the enemies fight each other time to time. It's bizarre how well some of them, like some of the weaker enemies, handle themselves against some of the tougher enemies at times. Oh shit. No! What's going on up here? Red-eyed Night John? Right, so there's actually a shinobi kite up there that you can use to grapple straight across to the path to Outskirts, so there's you don't have to cut through the castle necessarily anymore, because it is kind of a dangerous route, and it's just much quicker if you just run over here and just grapple that. It'll launch you straight over across there. Not doing that just yet. I'm not quite sure what the big fat guy's doing. just kind of stands there crying. It's a bit weird. Well, there's two of them as well. Yeah. I don't know what the reasons behind this are, or could be. But I know one thing for sure. I don't like fat people. I was just kidding about that. I mean, there's plenty of cool fat people to be fair. Let me rephrase. I don't like fighting fat people. Okay, cool. So just like before, we can't go back down to the gate area at all for some reason. I don't know why that is. You can block you with trees from going there, which is fucking silly, but whatever. Yeah, screw it. That's fine though, I mean there's not a whole lot down there anyway. And also we will actually go there, oddly enough. Yeah, so you want to get the Ashina Castle. This is Ashina Castle idol because basically this provides an excellent base for doing loot runs on these enemies up here. You'll get a lot of good loot if you run around, especially with the golden vortex. Just, in fact, I'm going to demonstrate it just to prove the point. Golden vortex, just run through and golden vortex all these motherfuckers. Like they drop all sorts of shit. And then right afterwards, you can just let them all kill each other. And then loot whatever you want afterwards as well. I mean, we've already got their loot, so we can just rest at this point and probably spend less time. But just for the sake of this. I will make this guy not public because he just seems like possibly one of the most useful fucking enemies in the game. He's gonna burn some shit. Oh, what? Fuck you, man. Stop beating my dude up. Oh shit. Ouch. Lots of oil. Again, you can sell it, you know, it's worth a decent amount if you sell a lot of it. And also, if you're ever at any point in the game where you're like, hey, I would really like to fight some of those earlier samurai general type enemies again, well, now you can, to your heart's content. They're just as fun as they always were. Oh shit. These ones are a hell of a lot tougher than the ones you faced earlier in the game as well, just in terms of like the overall hit points and damage and stuff. Like, they're a bit more dangerous. Not much more though, to be fair. Okay, so I just need a quick refill of the sake cup. Be right back. Yeah, this sake reminds me so much of miso soup, man. It's that's the one thing, it tastes almost similar to. Certainly feels similar to it in terms of the warmth and stuff. And thing is, here in Britain we don't really generally drink warm alcohol. I mean, occasionally you may have like an Irish coffee or something like that, or seasonally you may have mulled wine or mulled cider, but that kind of stuff's like meh. It's you know, it's a seasonal novelty. It's not something that you would typically drink on any given day. Anyway, if we head down to Ashina Reservoir, we don't have access to the full area, and you can't get access to it. It's all on fire, so like you'll just die if you try to get inside it. However, you will find another 7 Spears fellow who needs his ass kicked. So I'm not sure who this sword, this katana samurai guy is, but the other one seems to be 7 Spears Ashina. Now I just need to clock his name to see if it is actually the same guy. First of all, I'll just be one moment doing that. So you obviously don't want to fight these two guys at the same time. You're probably not going to be able to sneak up on them because they're stood back to back. So this is my technique, and it seems to work reasonably well. So you want to do a charged whistle. Oh my god, what the fuck am I doing? Don't do that. And I don't know how the fuck that didn't get anyone's attention, but okay. Oh my god, yeah. Stay in stealth. Fuck. Thanks, I don't want to fight these two assholes. Alright. They can't get onto the branch for some reason. I wouldn't recommend any kind of bullshit strategy of trying to cheese them on here, because if they hit you once, they can quite easily knock you off. So just don't do that, it's lame. Alright, since I can't really do a lot here, I'm just gonna head over here and get the idol near the end bonfire. The last idol. So you've probably noticed this idol several times throughout the game, and it's never been active. It just kind of sits there and doesn't do anything. Well. It's finally active for the end game, and that's why it was there the whole time. Someone just knew. They just knew that we would have to come here. Okay, I would like a fresh start at those guys, because I totally screwed that up so badly there. As if throwing the firecrackers wasn't bad enough, I then started running around like a moron. So, I shan't be doing that again. All that for a pallet, never mind. Okay, actually, tell you what, I've got 5 skill points, so like, I'm gonna try the dragon mask and see if it works. Just gonna go back to that last idol and do that, then I will deal with 7 Spears. Now, I'm not sure if it's the same guy, like lore-wise, as the previous 7 Spears that we killed earlier in the game, but he was talking about, you know, the dragon's heritage and all that shit, so maybe he came back from the dead. We can't say for certain. Let's see, so you'll now see this, the dragon mask has now unlocked something called enhanced attack power skill points. Okay, that worked. Right, so you can increase your use 5 skill points to increase your attack power. I think. Yeah, 5, that's right. Okay, so yeah. Very useful. Very, very handy for that. So it's nice to have a bit of a boost on my attack power, especially at this point in the game. I've never actually used that before, so that's a first for me. I think it should make some of the later parts of the game a lot easier as well, especially Demon of Hatred. Fuck man, and just Sword Saint third and fourth phases are just irritating. However, I feel like the first two are easy enough to get through. It's just third and fourth that are really kind of challenging. Anyway, the Sword Saint will have his own video, I think. In terms of this one, I think, yeah, it's time for 7 Spears. Now, it's been a while since we had a good fight against 7 Spears, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. I just need to kill off his samurai buddy, so he doesn't have that asshole jumping in. Hey, if I can puppeteer the guy in this fight, that'll fucking help loads. Ideally, I'd like to be able to kill one off and then stealth kill the other, though. I think that would be a much more strategic outcome, to be honest. But I have a feeling that as soon as I kill the sword guy, I am going to aggro 7 Spears. So right, I'm gonna pop a gachi and sugar just to be on the safe side here, because I just don't see the point in taking the risk. Are they both going? Are you for real? Normally it just brings one of them. Slightly. Oh, you fucking. What the fuck, my god? I can't believe that. I actually just. Oh, what the hell was that? Oh, dose and powder, right? Okay. Fuck's sake. Okay, so for some reason I just can't seem to play it today. I mean, I don't know what that reason could be, but alright, let's try that again. I'm having another gachi and I don't give a fuck. Like, I want to get this fight over with ASAP, one shot, no bullshit. Because I don't know if they've maybe patched this or something, but no, like previously it used to just lure the sword samurai dude aside. Oh come on, are you fucking serious, man? Honestly, this is bullshit. I don't recall having this much trouble previously. You can quite easily goad one of them into either of them into falling off the cliff actually, but it doesn't count as a kill if 7 Spears falls off. So, don't think that that's an easy fix. If you can get the sword samurai dude to fall off, then you're getting some way towards completing it. I'm sorry about this. I think what I'll do is I'm going to pop the gachin at the start, then do the whistle thing, because it seems like when I'm standing up it's causing an issue. Shit. What the fuck am I doing? Ah, pardon me. It's not... Normally if I burp like that when I'm drinking, I feel like that acidity kind of bullshit, but like, actually I didn't feel anything there, it was quite pleasant. So yeah, I can see why people would enjoy this kind of thing alongside food. That kind of makes a lot of sense, actually. I mean, I try not to smash into things and break stuff because it immediately alerts them. Yes, okay, right, we're getting somewhere. Now you gotta be careful here, you don't have much space to fight him. No, this is a different 7 Spears, it's not the same guy. mean, he's exactly the same in every possible way, but like it's not the same guy's name. It's, but yeah, as I was saying, be careful with this arena because there's... Nice! What the fuck, that was awesome. Because basically there's a lot of fire around the outside that'll set you on... that'll inflict a burn status on you quite quickly if you're not careful. And if you like fighting on with a guy, it can quite easily back you into the fire, which is just annoying. Oh, come on! Oh, fuck off. Okay, whatever, this is pretty much a fair fight now, so let's take... Okay, that charge and attack's a pain in the ass. Okay. Okay, so the puppeteer thing doesn't seem that useful. Actually, it might be easier just to stealth attack him. Actually, no. Here's an idea. We can reset the aggro on the whole fight after killing the sword samurai. So I say do that then. Stealth kill 7 spears and right. Okay, okay. I'm onto something here. This works. This is gonna work. At least it should. We'll see. And yeah, it is a bit lame and stuff, but like honestly, this fucking these guys are tough, man. Like, and then it's inherently a not like it's an unfair fight inherently. So like, why should I fight fair with these assholes? Oh, God damn it! Yeah, nobody noticed that. Good. Oh my fucking god, are you for real? Rest, 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 rest. No! Get out of here. I'm just gonna take the death because, like, it's easier than wasting a res, I guess. Chances are they'll probably just aggro as soon as I respawned anyway. So, let's see. Respawn and resurrect me. I'll be running out of gachi and sugar before long. Finger whistle, let's try this again. What I'll do is I'll place it more like over here. And didn't do nothing, bro. Didn't do nothing. He just tripped and fell and landed on my sword. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, so don't do that. Not good. Okay, so I think he's pretty much, for the purposes that we need, he's, yeah, more or less reset. No, don't come over here, please. Maybe don't. Maybe go away. Jesus Christ. It would help if I was stealth, I guess. Shimi Masaji Oniwa. Okay, so actually this guy sounds like he may be related to Gyobu, actually. In fact, maybe all the 7 spears are related to Gyobu, but the original guy's name was something totally different. It ended with Yamauchi. And he had Katsu in his name somewhere. I remember that just because, like, Katsu curry. It was like Toni Katsu Yamauchi or something like that. This guy is Shime Masaji Oniwa. Oniwa would be like the demon. Hence like Gyobu Masataka Oniwa. I suspect that Oniwa is more of a title than an actual name, so we're going to see an increasing reference to demons as well, and we're also going to be revisiting Gyobo's battle arena as well. To fight another demon, an actual literal demon this time though, which is going to be fun. Not in this video, but probably today I will do it, I think. Depending on how frustrating I find it. To be honest, it's a tough fight. Just because you've got to really pay attention, and it's quite a long one with 3 phases. Every phase brings in something different. And the third one's quite stressful, if I'm honest. It's tough. You just have to. It's like Dark Eater Medea in Dark Souls 3. Like, you have to just pay attention and get everything perfect. Otherwise, you know, there's not much room for error in it. Why the fuck's this guy not losing his aggro, man? Like, seriously, get the fuck away from me. How far have I gotta go? Okay, there we go. Right, hopefully he should now return to his place. So I'm just gonna be right back just a second. I know I don't like doing this, but like it's either this or edit the videos, and I'm not fucking editing the videos because then people will be like, you cut out the first 1,000,000 tries if you fucking attempt at the bosses, and it's like, no I didn't. I mean, I'll show you the load time, and I'll show you the play time on this character, and you'll probably see that it matches almost exactly the length of all the videos that I've uploaded on YouTube. Not that anybody said that, but like, you know, preempting. And also I'm lazy, I can't be asked to edit videos, man. Fuck, come on. Anyway, be right back. Alright, sorry about that. You know, drinking, you gotta drink, yeah. You gotta piss sometimes. So like, sad times really, needing to do that, but okay, let's do this. Let's see, hopefully he's reset to his position at this point. Close enough. I find that this sake shit isn't as nice as when it gets to room temperature. It's kind of nicer when it's warm and it just like slips down. Okay, 7 spears time, let's fucking do this. Okay, that was just... Could have got an extra hit in there, but it didn't. Sad times. That's right, fuck you. Fulminated Mercury. This is another reason to get to this area early on, as early on as you can. Really, just if you're interested in upgrades. you'll start to find fulminated mercury and other high-end materials around this area. Worth exploring just for that. You'll also get them from various enemies. I don't know what the deal is with this dude. He puppeteer him, but he's not exactly going to be much use against those enemies. Right, okay, so straight to Ashina Castle, yes. Gonna head to Outskirts now, we'll clear through most of that. Take out any mini bosses along the way. Hopefully have enough prayer beads for... only 2 out of 4, right. Well, I was gonna say hopefully enough prayer beads for some upgrade, for an upgrade, but like, I guess not. Although, sorry, just nasal spray. Okay, so, yeah. Gonna head across to I'd love to know what the explanation is behind the Nightjar ninjas fighting each other. Kind of weird. This stupid saying ninja actually shouldn't be on Monami.
Ashina.
You'll also find Black Hat Badger over here if you look carefully. Kind of sad. So he sacrificed himself to save a kid, which is uncharacteristic of Black Hat. And you get this Mibu pilgrimage balloon, which basically, as far as I've never used it, but it gives you every possible balloon buff that you could want. Yeah, so that's the thing. If it's multiple use, that's fucking awesome, but it's probably not. I imagine it's consumable because all the high-end items in this seem to be consumable, except for the hidden tooth, which, you know, I guess they thought, hey, it kills you. Nobody's gonna use it that much. I hate it when you accidentally trigger the weapon arts, man. Oh man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Highly recommend just hitting this idol down here. By the way, you can see that they've blocked off the valley down below, so you can't go there anymore. Not that you would want to, I mean there was fuck all there anyway, but... Right, so... You probably don't want to get too involved in this fight because there's enough stuff going on. Ah, come on, why are you shooting at me, man? Like, of all the fucking shit going on here, it's me shooting at. Try to batter those guys before they get a chance to get the swords out, because they get a bit tougher if you give them a chance. So there's another enemy down there. This one down here seems a bit different somehow. I'm not sure what's different about him, but he's a bit tougher. Yeah, there's a mini boss down here who's basically just a reskinned Juzo the Drunk. And that's fine, he's kind of fun. He spits fire instead of poison. It's all a little different. So this guy down here, I don't know, like, he's a bit tougher than the usual Ministry forces. He's got some kind of fucking fire rocket thing, so watch out for that. Oh, get out of here. Yeah, he's got some perilous attacks. The other guys don't have those. Ouch. Thought I could head stomp him there, maybe. Oh, what the fuck, man? Fuck you. Oh shit. Yeah, at this point you'll be like raking in silly amounts of sen, so the farm is real at this point. It's almost like killing the first flame in Dark Souls 1, where it's like you might want to hang around here quite a bit just to like get stuff you want. Make the most of it, because it's going to be hard to get this kind of shit again for a while. I wonder what happens if you like puppet that guy. Like, what do you think he actually does? Where did that other fucking guy go? Ah, there. Here we fucking go. Shigekichi of the Red Guard. So the Red Guard, we can safely assume, are these Ministry Shogunate assholes. He's just Juzo the Drunk, but with fire, so you know that's the thing. He also hits a hell of a lot harder than Juzo actually. I don't know why I keep trying to dodge through that. It never works. I should just deflect that. For some reason I just... Oh shit. Okay, I'm playing awfully. What the fuck am I doing? Honestly, with the way that Juzo's poison breath thing worked, I wouldn't be surprised if like that had just like insta-killed me there. Shit. So that's 3 out of 4 prayer beads. I'm not aware of any extra mini bosses in the area though that we can get a 4th prayer bead from. Sad times, unless although I don't think you get prayer beads for killing Headless, so that's not really an option either. There's no way he just saw me. Fuck off, get out of here. Oh, you piece of shit, I'll fucking... So the idol's in the same place as before, the stairway. This whole place is now fucked. Full of ministry forces who make great farming. There's also new loot, new scenery. Oh, that sucked. I was hoping for some like mercury or something there. Not only that, but if you approach it from the other side, you can basically just run along backstabbing all these enemies one after the other. Sad times, Aniyama is now dead. Now, if you sent Kotaro to him earlier, at this point, Aniyama would still be alive. Kotaro would be dead. Aniyama will give you a bit of dialogue, and he'll give you he'll sell you an item which allows you to have 10% off all of your all of your purchases going forward in the game, and that carries over to New Game Plus. So that is very much worth doing. I would say it's a better outcome than getting a Taro Persimmon, to be honest. I'd love to know how the fuck they got a cannon up here, but I mean, the logistics of this whole thing are ridiculous. But that's fine. We'll just assume time is convoluted or something. I don't know why they think pellets are so much use to us. So there's a bunch of these little midget guys over here you gotta fight if you try to sneak through there. And they're just as annoying as ever. I don't know if I even need that shit, to be honest. Don't know if there's anything new in the cave down there on the cliff side if you try to go there. Ah, damn. The cup runneth dry. We know what this means. Be right back. Okay, so what's next? So to be honest, it's just a bit of a run up to Demon of Hatred, and I don't think there are any extra prayer beads, so we're kind of shit out of luck there. I feel like I missed a mini boss or something because it just hasn't quite worked out right. Grave wax, useful. So yeah, continue to explore this area thoroughly because there are important items here for your prosthetic upgrades. And on the plus side, once you've got your prosthetic upgrades, the only ones you need to worry about again are getting your lapis in New Game Plus, which, trust me, New Game Plus is a hell of a lot harder than this. Oh yeah, and also Chained Ogre's back. course. Of course. Because like it's not enough that he's gone, that he comes back once. And, absolute chaos. In case you're wondering, yeah, they absolutely did have fire rockets in Sengoku Japan. They were perhaps among some of the most fearsome weapons seen in more fulminated Mercury, seen in the Sengoku period. Like, for me, this game is amazing in a lot of ways in terms of just, you know, its historical realism to an extent is quite realistic, but the actual specifics are not quite so. For example, you know, it would have been the Ashikaga shogunate who had a totally different crest to that interior ministry crest that we just saw there. To be honest, that crest kind of looks similar to Tokugawa, which would be the clan that actually took the shogunate and ended the Sengoku period in like 1803 or whenever it was. (1603) 1803, that's ridiculous. 1603, of course. That is a fucking cool screenshot, actually. Here's an idea. I wonder if I can ledge kill any of them. Ledge kills are a thing. Yes! Ledge kill! Oh my god, this is silly. The Ministry Dowsing Powder, you probably have like millions of them at this point, so again, those are a great one to sell. If you just need the Sen. He's like, I can see the tip of your sword. This is fucking absurd, man. So basically everywhere up to that first gate that you normally passed, you'll notice that there are a bunch of big hot claw marks all over the place, and actually this guy's on fire. I'm not sure why he's on fire actually. He's not normally. But I'm not going to complain about him dying randomly. I'm guessing his patrol path took him through some flame or something, which is kind of funny, I guess. Guys again. Oh shit. Oh shit. No, you don't. You're not using that fucking thing on me. Remember, the guys with the guns don't give them a chance to draw their swords. That was a good time to move. Oh my fuck's sake. I didn't want to like do the slide there. No, 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 no. Right, this dude here will give you a little bit of dialogue. That's about it. I'm just gonna fucking get out of here. Now this isn't a resty kind of idol, it is a teleport you to a death zone type idol. So here we'll catch our first glimpse of the Demon of Hatred as he beats the fuck out of a bunch of ministry troops who can't really do much against the guy. Oddly, he doesn't really seem to use those moves when you're fighting against him. So we're kind of at that point now, really, where there's not a lot else to do. It's kind of a case of fighting this guy and fighting Ashina. And the first thing I'm going to do, because we picked up a bunch of fulminated mercury, is go back to the dilapidated temple, try to get my upgrade. And perhaps we'll get a little bit of information about the demon. So the first thing you'll notice when you come in here is that the sculptor's gone. Now let's be honest, the sculptor was always foreshadowed at some kind of like thing. He said that he was possessed by Shura at one point, so we can safely assume that the demon is the sculptor. And hey, before you say I'm jumping the gun here, I would say you know, speak to this guy out here first.
とうとう始まったな。アシナ一心が言ってライフ型の大進行だ。アシナはもう持たぬだろうよ。さて、俺もいよいよ潮時だが、旦那、まだ商いが必要かね。ああ、物資のじいさんなら消えちまったぜ。ふらふらと炎がどうとか言いながら、多分戦場に向かったんだろう。俺には関係のないことだがよ。じゃあな、旦那。
So my guess is that the sculptor actually felt compelled to go and like defend Ashina. In doing so, he quickly lost himself to demonic forces, Shura, and has now once again become exactly that. So the big problem I now have is that I really need to get that upgrade, and well, you're gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna go farm the last fulminated mercury I need to get that Ashen Mist Raven upgrade, because without that I can't get the shuriken final upgrade and a bunch of other stuff. Might be a good time actually as well. Might as well try out the pilgrimage balloon, right, and see how it works. Oops. Also, the golden vortex can come in really useful in this farming run as well, which I'll actually demonstrate here. Okay, right. So what you want to do with the golden vortex is basically just like so you get like double drops on things. Fulminated mercury, there we go, straight away. Okay, there we go, nice and easy. Back to the temple. Get the upgrade, and I think I'm going to cut it there. Next video is going to be Demon of Hatred. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious at this point. And it's going to be perhaps a bit trying, a bit difficult. It's not an easy fight. You know, hopefully the video will be informative. I just beat it fairly recently, so I know his moves. I know how to act it with everything, and I've got some tips to help out, and hopefully I can make it a bit easier for some other people as well, because God, it is a struggle of a fight. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. But you get lapis lazuli from it. You need it if you want your prosthetic upgrades. So you know, you don't really have a choice, basically. Yeah. So Ashen Mist Raven's pretty cool. Great Feather Mist Raven, rather. Actually, what am I missing for future ones? So it's like, it's just grave wax and fulminated mercury and lapis. That's all I'm missing. Fair enough. Can easily farm those things, so we good. I'm still not sure where to get grave wax from though, if I'm totally honest. Right, okay, so I think there's very few things we really have left to do. So I think that's it actually for this one. Next video will be, well, I'm going to take a brief break just to rest my eyes a little bit, and then I am going to have some tries at the Demon of Hatred, and well, that's going to be fun. That's all I'm going to say. Just getting in a position to be ready to start next time. Here we go, right, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon, I guess, because the next video is going to be soon.